morning, George. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. It means a lot. Evan, I'm a big fan of your work. As a millennial, I feel like you do a lot for our generation, and I really appreciate it. I had a couple of also thank you for being so courageous in the work you do and to help bring these people to justice. It means a lot. I had a comment on someone you may be interested in. His name was Ross Ulbricht. He, of course, was one of the founders of the Silk Road, which we all know was the one of the original dark websites that sold prescription drugs. He essentially got a death sentence, life in prison, for his crimes. I was wondering what your take on Ross Ulbricht was, and do you think he got a just punishment for his crimes? Thanks.
Well, thanks for the question. Also, thanks for including me. I can only very tenuously be called a millennial. I'm definitely on the maximum oldest. I think I'm probably pretty squarely Gen X. I'm almost 45, but I'll take it. Yeah, on Ross Ulbricht, I mean, I don't have a strong opinion on it, I wouldn't say, because I didn't actually report on that case. I have read a lot about that case. I mean, there's a great book written by Nick Bilton about that case called American Kingpin. Excuse me, and I've read a lot of the reporting. But the kind of difference between him and Paul LaRue that I found interesting was that, you know, one of the things that Ulbricht ultimately, you know, they got him. I don't know that he was convicted on this, but, you know, he was trying to sort of carry out hits on people, but it was all a setup. It was all a sting operation. Like, no one was actually killed, as far as we know, I think, in that. But he kind of went down a similar path, but he didn't have the same access to the kind of mercenaries that Paul LaRue had access to. And Paul LaRue built up his business in a way that he got into those illegal worlds firsthand. You know, he was hiring the people who could go out and enforce what he was doing. He was actually selling drugs, whereas Ulbricht, as the Dread Pirate Roberts, was setting up a network under which those things could take place. But he himself, you know, was not dealing in massive quantities of drugs. He created the market and the marketplace and the technology that would allow that to happen. So that's where the two of them, I think, diverge. I wouldn't say I have a strong opinion on whether or not his sentence is fair, just because I haven't been deep enough in the legal materials or anything to kind of